Turn up in your hustle when your life gon' get much better. A real boss turn all his L's to a blessing. Life steady sending signs, but you never read the message.
Whoa, welcome to the Hood Buddha Podcast. I'm your host, BP, Brandon, Fam Life BP, however you know me, and we back with another episode, another session 13 of the Hood Buddha Podcast, and we got another special
guest.
I was gonna call you Hustle, another special hustler, but we got another special guest. Yeah. Y'all know who it is. What it is?
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, introduce yourself, bro.
Man, y'all already know who it is, what it is. It's HustleMan. You're
HustleMan, bro. How you got the name HustleMan, bro?
Man, a female, bro. A female, she just DM'd me and she said, dog, you the HustleMan. And I'm like, what you mean? Who the HustleMan? And I think she sent me a picture of Martin, the HustleMan of Martin with all the watches and the jacket and all that. She like, bro, you said everything. That's your name. You the HustleMan. You said everything. And I thought about it. I said, damn, shit, I'm the HustleMan. All right, man, it's cool.
You gotta run with that story, dog. You gotta.
I gotta run. And like I said, I don't know. I wish I could find out who that girl was that gave me the name HustleMan, but she just don't know. That was a big name.
If you're watching this, he got something for you. If you remember this, he got something for you. Don't be lying either, cause he got ways to confirm.
Yeah,
don't be lying.
I gave you that name. Nah, you gotta show me the video.
You gotta show me something for real talk.
For sure.
If y'all follow this man, y'all know HustleMan not just a name, it's his lifestyle. Like that's how you live. That's what you breathe. You know what I'm saying? So why that's important to you to name HustleMan? Like what's so special for you to like that be your foundation?
I mean, all my life I've been hustling. Whether I was subconsciously knowing that I'm hustling, I was just hustling. When I was young, I was a little boy. I was going to the canal, catching turtles, selling turtles for like $5. You feel what I'm saying?
Turtles. Man,
I'm talking about, I'm at the flea market. Shouts out to my dog Haji. Dog Haji, he an African he from Africa, but he came from Atlanta.
Right.
I'm selling fake polos, fake Jordan with the G-Night bubbles at the bottom. Like everything. Like I always was a hustler. Like if it was there and I had it, I mean if I could get money off it, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna hustle it.
Right.
So that hit home. The name HustleMan. I said, yeah, that's me.
How old you was selling fake polos, bro?
Oh, boy, I was the boy. So I was about like 10, 11.
Ew, 10, 11.
I'm in a flea market. I had the stand and everything. I'm talking about. I'm telling people, man, look, y'all gotta come to my stand, dog. I got the polos, I got everything, and they coming. They coming supporting it.
Man,
and Haji was like, bro, look, next weekend, make sure you here. I'm like, I'll be here. And I got them coming through.
If you bought some of them polos, them shoes,
you know how bad, you know how bad, but I respect you for supporting me here. So yeah,
real talk, y'all supporting them, you know what I'm saying? But don't go flashing too hard now. Don't go flashing too hard. So, bro, hustle. So you a convicted felon, right?
For sure.
And a lot of people, I try to tarnish that name. You know what I'm saying? I try to undermine that name. And as from doing my research on you, it's like you stand strong on not letting that undermine you and control your life. So I want you to talk about that for me. Like, why is that so important for you to get past that title and do so much more with your life?
First of all, that's why I always speak on this knowledge of self. You got to know who you are, right? Because if you don't know who you are, the world gonna put a title on you. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, as a convicted felon, it's certain places they want you to stay. It's certain jobs they want you to work. You can't vote. You can't do this. You can't do that. Man, I'm just finding this out. If you're a convicted felon and if you buy a house, you can't even rent it out through Section 8 because you're a convicted felon.
I ain't know that.
Right, yeah, that's me either. So, but that's why I always speak about knowledge of self, because if you know who you are, nothing in this world can make you think otherwise. So if you say, I won't do this, you're going to do it. Not because I'm a convicted felon. Nah, I'm going to find a way around that.
Right.
Because I know who I am. I can get it. You did. I probably ain't going to get it the way they want me to get it, but I'm going to get it.
Right.
So just knowing who you are, that's key. You have to know who you are, because if you don't, this world, they going to label you.
Right.
You did. So, yeah.
And if you really don't know who you are, your life not really your life. You live in somebody else.
Yeah,
reality.
Yeah, for sure.
You just floating around, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like 90% of the world, but more importantly, our people, bro, don't know who they are. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? They just floating around, or they letting all these other undecided factors determine their life, how they walk, how they dress, how they talk, they think, their investments, their job. You know,
For sure.
it's so much other stuff that people don't have full control over their life because they don't really know who they are. So how you feel like, what's the proper steps to getting to knowing who you really are?
I say this all the time, man. You have to spend time with yourself, right? This world full of distractions. I mean, going out to the club, that's a distraction, right? So in order to find out who you are, I think you need to learn like what you're good at, what you're not good at, what triggers you. You feel what I'm saying? What you love, what put you in a happy mood. And once you find out these things, certain things in this world, and it go all the way back from where you come from.
Right.
Because if you don't know where you come from, you ain't gonna know where you're going, right?
Right.
So it's like you gotta know your bloodline. Back, I'm talking about years. This way before slavery, man. We was kings.
Right.
We was kings and we was queens. We was brought to America. You feel what I'm saying? But we kings and we queens. But that's deep. But just knowing where you come from, knowing who you are, what type of blood you have in you, that's knowledge itself. And another thing, boy, look, spend time with yourself. Because if you don't, I'm telling you, bro, if you don't know who you are and what you doing, how you do it, these things I'm talking about, for a small example, you in the club, dude looking at you crazy, mugging you. Nah, you got a wife at home. You got a business you got to open up. You got churn that's looking for you, looking forward to seeing you, right? You can go check him. Yeah, you know what you about, but why? Why?
Your pride. Besides
And
your pride.
yeah,
why?
you know what, man? I know who I am. I know what I have at home. I know where I'm going at in life. That ain't I'm gonna holler at you.
Right.
I don't want no problem, big brother.
Right.
You there? So yeah, that's things like that.
You said it's deep, but we definitely gonna get deep. That's what,
Yeah.
hey, bro. This is this podcast
Yeah,
about,
let's
bro.
get
Like
it.
to
Let's get
get
it.
fucking deep, bro. To
Yeah,
talk
let's
about
get
some
it.
shit people ain't talking about.
Come on.
But like how you say, bro, to get rid of them distractions. I was just reading this in a book by Rick Rubin that distractions could be a good or bad thing.
Right.
For example, how it could be good, you know, say coming up, you from the street, you know what I'm saying? Like, all you do know is how to move in the streets, you know how to move the way of the streets, you know, you get into certain things because you are part of that lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You can find distractions that will benefit away from that things, you know what I'm saying? Like, say a distraction could be, say somebody who like painting. That's a distraction from you getting in trouble. That's keeping you away from, you know what I'm saying, and
sure.
finding those other things, distracting you from things that you just know. And it's up to you to determine if the shit you just know you just going through, is it good or bad for you? Or this is just what you know, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to excuse like, oh, this all I know, this is how I was raised, this is what my mama taught me. And you think that that's good and that's okay just because that's all you know. No, it's up for you to decide, is this shit really beneficial to your life or is detrimental to you know what I'm saying? So I like to tell people like you got good and bad distractions. You know what I'm saying? Like you can find some shit that's a good distraction in your life. Like this distracted me from all the other shit I be thinking about, and it got me productive. It got me learning different stuff. It got me learning myself, like how we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because to learn yourself is a power.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's truly a power to know who you are, how you think, you know, to stand on your decisions, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody perfect and nobody always right.
Thanks.
But sometimes you got to be confident in your own makings, your own decisions, you know what I'm saying?
Real
Like you got to
shit,
put
real
your
shit.
head down. Like, and it's like your name HustleMan. And coming up from the streets is like, you know what I'm saying? People like to shine a light on that, right? But look away from people that's entrepreneurs and business persons, and really it's the same people, you know what I'm saying? They just got different ways of going about it. It's like it's the same game, different products.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I like to look at it like people really try to shine this light on this street shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so much of that still going on to this day. Like people shining light and glorifying street shits and killing, and that shit is not doing nothing for us. You know what I'm saying? In particular, people our skin color, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't doing nothing for us. So like, how you feel about that?
Man, first of all, shouts out to D1.
Hey,
D1 standing on business. He's standing on business.
Facts.
But it's like this, dog. I ain't lying. I got a lot of partners that's still in the streets, right? And like we have real conversations, right? And it's like they call me and say, "Al, you just don't know how much you be motivated." You feel what I'm saying? Like how much you motivate me, son. Like one of my partners, he called me. He was like, "Yeah, man, I got this, I got that." I'm talking about he got bread, real bread,
Right.
like more bread than like real bread, but street money.
Right.
And he like, bro, all that shit don't matter, nigga. I look up to you.
Right.
Because you did something that's hard for me to do, right? And that's like that transition from streets to going legit.
Right.
You did, because a lot of times these dudes, they scared. They don't know how. They don't know, like they don't want to give themselves a chance and an opportunity. Man, if I put down my phone making about 10 bands a day.
Right.
This was feeding the fam.
Right.
This was keeping shit going on.
Right.
And if I put this down to focus on something that I don't even know if I'm gonna make $100 a
Right.
day.
Right.
And it's like when you come to the conclusion and you ask yourself, yeah, this making this amount of money, but is it worth it? Because we already know it's two ways out of this. You either gonna die about it or you gonna go to jail for the rest of your life about it. Not too many people make it out on top doing that. So when you look in the mirror and you ask yourself, man, is it worth it? And whatever answer that you tell yourself, you gotta stand on it. And when I ask myself, I say, man, is it worth it? I got a daughter. I got my mama. I'm doing good. I got these people thinking that, you know, I'm moving in a positive way, but I'm also dipping, dabbing. Man, I said, man, this shit ain't worth it. I ain't going back to jail. This shit right here, man, this shit give me life.
Right.
With the jacket I got.
Right.
So I had to make that decision. It did, and I'm talking about that was the hardest decision I made in my life. But like I said, with God, man, any decision is gonna be alright. It's gonna be easy.
Right.
Long as you trust it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I did. It's just transitioning, bro. It's just you can't be scared. You gotta give yourself an opportunity to wanna win, to wanna grow.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how I feel about it.
It's a couple things you said I want to talk on, like, because I feel like that's the issue too. Like, a lot of people glorifying street shit, and that's because that's all they know. They comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing else, so you just doing this because this is what you comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, like, I can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? This all you know. This was working for you. You don't know no other way, so it's a comfort zone to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, I use this example a lot. To grow, you gotta be uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
If you ain't uncomfortable, you stuck in the same place. You ain't, no matter how much money you making, no matter what you got going on, no matter what you glorifying in your life, if you not uncomfortable, you not going nowhere. You not going. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you got shoes on, you a teenager, and them shoes start becoming uncomfortable. That's because you fucking growing. You know what I'm saying? Like
you gotta
get out the bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and
I like to say that shit because people so scared of that other side. Like, oh, I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to do that. Yeah. Man, I run to that shit. Like, man, damn, I don't know about this. Ooh, now I'm like, fuck. All right, I need to go see what that's about now. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's a lot of, deciding factors in people growing, but like, don't be scared to take them risks. Don't be scared to take that jump, that leap of faith. And if you fuck up, it's all right. You gonna learn so much. Even in the worst outcome, bro, you gonna learn so much, dog. You gonna come out a bigger soldier, dog. You gonna come out a bigger soldier.
For sure.
And I feel like, man, that's what we struggling at as black men, bro.
Yeah.
But nobody pushing that narrative. So this is how we talk about D1. D1 got this thing going on that he highlighting some shit that's real and people giving him shit for him, but he ain't telling no lies, bro. Like,
nah, he telling all
this music that we keep glorifying, they not fucking talking about nothing. And nothing that's beneficial to us, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people trying to turn their head to that, but glorifying this unbeneficial shit, like, and that's why we stuck where the fuck we at, and we like to blame the white man, the system, this, that, and the third. No, it's us. We doing this shit to ourselves.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you feel like you got a program that you about to start, right?
Oh yeah, it's called Men in Purpose.
The Men in Purpose, bro. When I heard that, bro, I'm like, man, like that. People gonna look over that, but that shit, like, it's so many men out here without a purpose.
For sure.
It's so many men out here without a fucking purpose, bro. And it's like, we need to change the narrative. We need to push different narratives. So what you doing with that? Like, what's your goal?
Well, my program is we focusing on 4 different stages, right? Mental, physical, spiritual, and financial literacy. You dig? And what I did is I said, you know what? Instead of doing youths, I need to focus on the men, the fathers, right? Because the man is the head of the household. So if we can change the mind frame of a man that's the head of a household, he gonna change his whole family.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Because you gotta think about it. When I was growing up with my mom and my daddy, boy, my daddy was disciplined, he was structured. Boy, when my daddy said go, that's what's going.
Right.
He don't want to hear none of that. That's what's going. But nowadays, niggas not looking up to their daddy because their dad ain't doing shit.
Right. Right.
Man, who is you, man? Dad, I'm 14 years old. I'm helping mom pay these bills. Nigga, you ain't doing that. So it's like, daddy don't even get respect no more in the household. You know why? Because they lacking in mental. We holding on to stuff that past trauma that we need to just let go, right? Physically, we just ain't eating right. Just a lot of stuff, man. It just spiritual. We getting led. We not even letting God lead us. We just going off our own understanding. And financial, you feel what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes out here, bro, it's hard for them to get a job. It's hard for them to provide. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm doing in my program is I'm giving these dudes guidance and giving these dudes real resources on, look at this how you help yourself with mental. You feel what I'm saying? This is how you help yourself get together physical. Eat right. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you eat right, you feel good, man.
Right.
When you exercise, man, you feel it's not about looking good,
right,
but about actually feeling good
eternally.
And living long. Yeah, live,
right.
You want to live to see
right.
your grandchildren, to see your, you want to live, bro, and just things that they didn't teach us growing up. You feel what I'm saying? That my dad and them ain't teach me. So I'm giving that back to the men, and our orientation start October 1st.
Bro, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
That's big, because I actually thought about starting something like that myself, like, bro, with like the youth, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like how you saying, bro, like, men with a purpose is so many men without a purpose, and then the other hand of that is these youth, these boys don't have no fucking purpose, because who raising these boys ain't got no purpose. So it's just like a cycle that just keeps spinning, and nobody's stepping up breaking that shit, bro. Like, nobody's stepping up doing something different. Nobody's stepping up. But when I had my daughter, bro, I quit my job. She was 3 months, bro. Quit my job. And everybody looking at me like, man, you just had a daughter. Why you quitting your job? And I'm like, bro, who the fuck else gonna do it? Like, who the fuck else gonna go take these risks? Who else gonna go take these chances? Who else gonna try something different and have more of a foundation, start a business? Like, if nobody else, if somebody in my family took that chance, I wouldn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm sitting here trying to pass that along to everybody I get in touch with. Like, man, take that risk, try this. If you got a curse you need to break, you break it. Don't just be okay with, all right, well, this is what I was taught. This is what I learned from my people, and my mama did it, my daddy did it, so it's cool for me to do it. Nah, break that shit. Like, step up with that shit. And it's like, we lacking with that as fucking men, bro. Not enough people, I ain't gonna say nobody talking about it, but not enough people talking about it as black men, bro. We fucking lacking, bro. Like, we lacking. And especially as fathers, dog.
Man, real talk.
That's one thing I can't stand, bro. I cut niggas off if you ain't taking care of your kids, bro.
Yeah. I'm talking about, I used to ride around. Well, I ain't gonna do my dog. I ain't gonna do him that. But yeah, that, like, I had to, like, really just, like, look at shit and be like, damn, that's cool. I'm with somebody who really, like, you giving me more time than you giving your child.
Right. That shit ain't cool.
Like, that's crazy. Like, I could call you right now. This is my dog.
Right.
I call you and get you to hop out and come. You heard me? Come pull up, and whatever business I need handled, you like this.
Right.
But when your big mama call you to do something, and you like, oh man, I'm busy. But like I said, I ain't trying to get into that. But yeah, dude, that's we most definitely need to start highlighting it.
Right.
Like, nah, bro, listen, man, tap into your seed. You with me all day, brother. Man, go tap into that.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah,
change
that's
the net. But it's just like I say, bro. And it's not to justify it, but it's like a lot of dudes doing that because that was done to them. So they think it's cool. Like, it was told, like, all right, you ain't got your daddy. All you need is mama. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you think you gonna pass that down the same way. Like, all right, I ain't have my daddy either, so you gonna turn out all right. And it's like, nah, that should make you want to step up and do something different about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't rock with niggas who don't take care of their kids, because it's like, bro, that say a lot about you. And it might be some reasons, like, it might be warranted why you don't, because maybe you don't even know how, maybe you didn't see that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like how we talked about knowing yourself. That's when you supposed to look in the mirror like, all right, damn, I didn't put this seed into this world. I don't really know how to be a daddy, but maybe I need to figure that shit the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause a lot of people don't. You nigga, you gotta go figure that shit the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just so much shit that fall under that. Knowing yourself, bro. Like, truly knowing yourself, where you stand at. Unteaching yourself bad habits, relearning yourself, because there's so many bad habits that we was taught. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's so much shit that I be trying to like press up on people, bro. Like, man, people just be living to die and not dying to live, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we in a rush to die, but it's like, nah, bro. We got so much shit to live for. We take for granted, especially when we bring a fucking seed in this world, bro. Like, that's the future. That's legit the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look back in your past and all the shit you didn't like with your grandparents, your great grandparents, your mama, man, like, you got your own seed, your own family and shit that you could reshape that shit, rewrite that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just be trying to push a narrative to like, man, put some more time into that shit. That shit is uncomfortable and it ain't easy. You a daddy, bro. That shit ain't easy.
And I'm talking about, and that's why I say we go back to knowledge of self, right? And it's like a lot of stuff that we learned. You feel what I'm saying? It was passed down trauma. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, when you know yourself, right? When you know yourself, God gonna reveal things to you, right? Things that you knew better, but you just, man, my daddy never did that to me, so why?
Right.
Nah, God gonna reveal it and show you that, man, you should try it.
Right.
You did,
right.
And when you try it, you gonna be like, damn, this nice.
Right.
Right. When I first had my daughter, I wasn't always a good dad. Like, I used to use money for everything. Oh, what she need? Go buy it. But it's like, once I got locked up, you did, and away from my daughter, I was like, damn, I miss my baby.
Right.
I wish I could just hold her.
Right.
I wish I could just kiss her. I'm looking at her grow up on a tablet. I missed her first birthday. I'm like, damn. So when I get out there, it's not about the money. It's the time. Right. So I'm spending number of time with my daughter, bringing her places, and it's just like my daughter growing up. I'm talking about we cooking, we on live, and it's like people engaging, but it's like, damn, I'm enjoying this time with my daughter. My daughter really loved me.
Right.
Like, she really like, daddy, let's go cook.
Right.
I said, dang, all right, mama, I ain't even think about let's go cook this.
Right. That's priceless.
But it's priceless, and it's like, we don't know this. We wasn't showed this type of love. So we gotta start it. You gotta start it. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the build of knowledge of self. Right.
Yeah. Nah, and it's like you say, it just take an extra effort. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, there's two ways to look at it. Like, people be like, all right, my daddy ain't do that for me, so it's cool if I do the same thing. I look at it the way my daddy was took from me at a young age. So I'm like, man, I know how that shit feel not to have no fucking daddy. There's no way I'm bringing a seed in this world, no matter what the circumstances is. She'll never be able to fix her lips to say, I ain't have my daddy, unless I ain't here. You know what I'm saying? But the other hand, people justify like, all right, you ain't had no daddy, so you feel like it's cool. You made it out all right. You turned out all right. Yeah. That baby'll be all right. Nah, nigga.
Nah. Nah. If you here and if you put a seed in this world, it's your responsibility
to figure that shit out.
To figure it out. Bro, I hate when dudes say, man, I'm trying to, bro, I'm dealing with real shit. I can't, man, all that shit go out the window.
Right, yeah.
Because guess what? It's like, when you start stepping up and want to do right, man, God gonna open doors for you.
Everything else gonna work itself out.
One excuse one of my dogs used to use is, man, I ain't got no food by my mom's house. I ain't gonna know where to feed my, man, listen, bro. You got a real partner.
Right.
You heard me? Like, boy, if you need me to put something in that box, I'm gonna come and put something in that box for you.
Right.
You did, but you not even taking the steps to go get your baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's just like, it's just like when God, man, when you start tapping in with God and you be like, Lord, look, man, listen, I don't know how to be a father. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm about to try. And he gonna put you in position,
right.
And he gonna put you around people who gonna help you, and it's gonna fix your whole situation. You just gotta be willing to do it.
Yeah, be willing to do it. Yeah, everything. Like you see, it's gonna turn out. You know what I'm saying? But like how we talked about, like, that shit uncomfortable. You just don't know. You don't have control over that shit. All you do got control over is like you gonna make the extra effort. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And then once you make that up, everything else is gonna align, bro. Like you ain't gonna see that shit coming. Like hands gonna start. It's like how we was just talking about off camera. Like bro, like when you make your mind up, you want to do something. The universe is gonna start sending you the tools you need, bro. Like you ain't gonna have no control over that. When it's coming, how it's coming, it's just gonna come, dog. Like you just ain't gonna be uncomfortable. Like it's gonna be days you gonna have shit to your name. It's gonna be days you don't know what the fuck going on. How you gonna get out this situation? It's like it's beauty in that shit, bro. Man, we gonna have to really get together, bro, because I really want to like start like speaking out to fathers, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't to really on some judgmental shit, even though it is what it is. Like, but it's also like, man, I also want to change that shit. Like, let's not keep, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep making this shit okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go get them babies, man. Let's go, you know.
And you know what's so crazy, bro? Half of the time, dog, it's like when I do things, right? When I do things, it's like I do things because, like, personal.
Right.
Because I want to do it. Because I get enjoyment out of it.
Right.
I'm having fun doing it.
It's fulfillment.
So it's like when I started like going live with my daughter, I started doing my daughter hair. I started, you feel what I'm saying, cooking with my daughter. It's like people gravitated to that, right? And I'm talking about I got none but engagements for that.
Right.
But I'm not doing my daughter hair because I'm trying to get on live. And nigga, man, me and my baby mom, we do 7 days. I have her for 7 days. She have her for 7 days. I am not having my daughter walk around on my 7 days nab head.
Right.
So if I can fix a car, I can pour hair.
Right.
I can learn how to pour hair and put some plaits. So it's like I'm doing things because this is what I really want to do.
Right.
And it's like a lot of people, they look at that and they can get that, like they can twist that up. They'll be like, oh, you just doing that because of this, or even like a dude, man, I'm gonna get my baby because look at home, he getting up. Or I'm about to do my baby hair because, no, bro, you gotta do that because that's what you really want to do.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And whatever come after that, that's what come after that. You feel what I'm saying? But
yeah,
you gotta do what you want to do.
Do what you want.
Because you want to do it. You feel what I'm saying?
But it's like, again, people don't even know what the fuck they want to do because they don't even know who they are.
They don't know who they are.
But nah, yeah, bro, that's. It's just, again, bro, like if you don't know yourself, you don't really know your alignments, your purpose, your fulfill, you really fucking lost. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't want to talk about that shit. Like, you really lost if you don't know yourself. If you don't know your purpose, what you got going on, you truly just lost floating around this world, bro. So again, like, you know, that's the narratives I be trying to push, bro. And I see you got with Nola Black Wall Street. How y'all give a car with?
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
that, bro.
She reached out to me. She said, HustleMan, she said, I know it's short notice, but man, we doing a car giveaway again, and I need a sponsor. So around this time, I ain't lying, God been good to me. Man, I'm talking about I'm pulling almost like 22 grand a month around this time. I'm getting insurance job. Like, I'm selling cars. Like, God been good, dog. He been blessing me financially.
Right.
There. So I'm like, it's crazy because I was just trying to see how I can show God I appreciate him from just showing me mad love.
Right.
So I'm like, dog, so when she came at me, I said, say less. That's all I wrote it back, say less. He did. She like, man, you sure? I'm like, say less. It's good. I got it. So it's like getting a car for the high school student. Like, a lot of my, my people, they didn't even know what I was doing. They didn't know I was doing that. Right? They didn't know. So my whole time, I'm telling my team, like, look at all this, what we got. We got to give a call away, you feel what I'm saying? It got to be right. It got to be nice. It can't be just anything. This is what we going to do. We're going to put all our time into it. I'm going to buy the car at the auction. I'm going to take it to my man, Rah. You going to make sure the paint good. Look at Lucci, Nip. Y'all make sure suspension, make sure everything good mechanically. Alejandro, whatever you got to do to get it, like, we all got to make sure this car right. You did? So it was just giving back, man, not just because of the student or the program, but I was like, God, I just thank you for giving me the opportunity to give back. So that's why I did that. And that's another thing, dog. It's like I did that because I needed to show God that I appreciated him.
Right.
Not because of the fame and
right.
Man, nobody ain't giving no calls.
Right.
To be giving. And then another thing is, you gotta think about it. You know how many lots they got out here? You know how many people sell cars?
Right.
Nobody don't need no cars.
Right.
Right? Like, I don't care. You got dudes with real nice cars on their lots. Nobody ain't giving cars away.
They not.
Right? So I said to myself, like, that's because I'm different.
Right.
I'm different. I'm not giving a car away because I'm giving away because that's my appreciation to show the Most High that, hey, listen, I appreciate you for just keeping me in this.
Right.
You did, because
Right.
I ain't lying. As a young black man in this business, bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's hard. But God remind me every day, man, you got it. Keep going. And so I show my appreciation. That's the way I did it. So.
Man, nah, that's good though, because now and not only like again like we talk about fulfillment, that's fulfillment for you, but it's also like it's serving your purpose, bro. Like that shit rubbing off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
a lot of people watching, they ain't even reaching out, they ain't saying nothing, but that shit rubbing off, bro. Like they watching for sure, and that's another story, but like it's good. It's good though, cause you know what I'm saying. All you could do is what you could do, bro. Like all you could do is do what you could do and do it with good intentions. And it's like how we talking about everything else is gonna align, bro. Like the narrative changed by just somebody scrolling and seeing that. Like, damn, I've been watching this dude. I know he ain't just do that shit just because he wanted some clicks or likes. Nah, he did that shit really because he did it, and that's just gonna rub off on the next person. That little girl y'all gave a car to, bro, that shit gonna change our fucking life. She gonna remember that forever.
She cried.
I bet
and
she did.
So it was so crazy, bro, because the whole time I never promoted I was giving a car away, like never. And like Goldie used to be like, HustleMan, what's going on? Why you ain't posting it? And I'm like, I'm so busy. I'm gonna get to it. Like you did, because it was never the I'm gonna just show people I'm giving away a car. Nah, it was on some like, man, I'm tapped in with real life right now. I got my business. We doing numbers, but I'm gonna get to that. You did, so it's just. You know, it was a blessing. It was a blessing. And Shawty, she got her car. She cried. She was happy. You did. And I walked away knowing one thing, man, that was big. But that was my way of giving God, you know, showing God that I appreciate him for just helping me out with what I had going on.
That's love, bro. Like, big ups to you for that shit, bro. Because like you see, nobody ain't doing that shit, and that's the problem. Like, nobody ain't doing it. That's a big problem. Nobody just doing shit just to do it. It's discipline when it come down to like you don't need to be doing shit just because somebody watching or like. Nah, do that shit just because you need to do that shit or like that's what your heart told you or you know what I'm saying. That's what spoke to you, man. Do what the fuck it is you won't do. But again, find yourself. Know what's your purpose. Know what you align with. Know what fulfill you, not fulfill somebody else. Fulfill you. You know what I'm saying? Moving that. I like to ask everybody, bro, like, how you doing mentally? Like 1 through 10. How you doing mentally?
Mentally, I ain't gonna lie. I'm 100, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm 100. Because now, if you would have asked me this like a few months ago, I would have told you, But mentally, I'm 100 because it's like. I had just got my new dealer's license, right? I just got a flow plan. That's another episode. We're gonna talk about that. But it's like God been real. He been moving. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like I went through some real shit a couple months ago, just to get to where I'm at now. I'm talking about from accounts going to like negative, like all type of shit. And you be like, why I'm going through this shit? Right. You know what I'm saying? And mentally, you start checking yourself like, is I'm falling off and I'm losing it? But nah, like God do everything for a reason. Like, if you expecting real results, you gotta also expect pain and suffering.
Facts.
Pain and suffering equal real results.
Facts.
So I got out. I'm talking about I came out the storm strong. Facts. And it only made me better. And I'm talking about in every loss I ever took, it was a lesson.
Facts.
And now that I learned what I learned, I got my own dealer license, and like God opening up so many doors for me. Just like you reaching out and do a podcast with me, like I'm back to motivate. I'm back to speaking. Right. Like I was so locked in with just selling calls and stuff. I got away from this, but like God been opening up doors for me. So mentally, I'm straight. I'm 100. Because if I wasn't, I wouldn't be trying to start no program. Right. If I'm not 100, how can I even teach somebody to get on my level when I'm not there? So I'm 100 mentally. I'm there. I'm happy. Got shit been going good for me. You feel what I'm saying? Despite anything that I'm talking about, despite all the bad shit, man, God been good to me. So I'm 100. I'm there.
That's good, bro.
Yeah, that's
good, bro. Like
for sure.
So I want to take this time. If you one of them people that's not 100 right now, first and foremost, that's okay. Like, ain't nothing wrong with,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with not having that shit figured out, having a down moment, being fucked up, being sad, like, don't know where you at in life, don't know which way to go in life. That's okay. Like, don't panic, don't overthink. It's okay. It's another side to this shit. Just like how my man said a couple months ago, he wasn't doing too hot. Like, shit got bad, rock bottom, you know what I'm saying? You keep your fucking head up, you gonna be surprised how quick you could get right back to the top, you know what I'm saying? Like, so reach out to somebody. Like, if you ain't doing okay, if you ain't all right mentally, reach out to somebody. That don't make you weak. That shit really make you strong. Like, that shit really make you stronger than you think. Like, you reaching out saying, I'm fucked up, or I need some help, or I ain't really clear in the head, I need somebody to talk to. That shit really make you stronger than what you think. So reach out to somebody. And if you fucked up, it's all right. Don't trip, don't over panic. Just know it's you gonna go up. If you down and you can look up, that mean you could get up. So,
and another thing is, if you going through any like mental, like if your mental ain't where it need to be at, don't be afraid to share how you feel with real genuine people.
facts.
Cause a lot of times, brother, like when we going through shit, we worrying about if this gonna come out in Mad D.
Right.
If I tell you what I'm going through, if you gonna bring this up when Mad D come up, like if I tell you I'm fucked up financially, would you come back? Oh, that nigga, bro, that nigga got no.
Right.
Like, so we hold a lot of shit in that we going through. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
That's not in your control.
yeah, it's like, man, you gonna know a real one.
Right.
What is a partner, your mama, your auntie, a female,
Right.
and it's like God gonna put you in that moment to where it's like it's gonna come out.
Right.
You gonna have to speak, cause you gonna feel comfortable. You gonna say, you know what, man, that's what I'm going through.
Right.
I got so much going on. I got this, I got that, and I got that, and you just gonna be pouring it out. And then that person I'm talking about, they gonna be there. They gonna make you feel like, man, you alright. You gonna get through it.
Right.
And then once you get through it, like once you understand that, damn, it's cool. It's safe to tell somebody how I'm feeling.
Right. Right.
I'm talking about a fucking, man, you gonna feel free.
A weight gonna lift off your
Yeah,
chest.
because you gonna be like, damn, God, they really got good people that can tell what I'm going through, and that ain't gonna spare my business. That's gonna keep it between us. That's gonna help me, give me good advice.
Right.
So yeah, if you going through it, just make sure, brother, that solid person you talk to every day. I know you got somebody that you talk to every day that you keep it real with. I'm talking about that person that just call your phone, man, what's going on with? Man, tell them what's going on with you. Be okay with spreading out what's going on with you, and I'm telling you, bro, that shit gonna take a lot off you for sure.
It's gonna take a lot off you, and more so, it really can help somebody else by you pouring your heart out, expressing how you feel. That could really help somebody else. It really could save somebody's life just by it, like no exaggeration,
real.
but that shit really could save somebody's life. Besides from your own, it could save somebody's life just by you opening up, being vulnerable. Don't worry about what people gonna do. Don't worry about what people gonna say. Don't worry about what people gonna fucking think. Just do what the fuck you need to do for you, and everything else gonna align, bro. Like just like how you say, if you feel like somebody gonna use what you say to them against them, don't worry about that shit. That's a reflection of how miserable they is.
For real.
They ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is do what you gotta do in life, and everything else gonna come to you. Genuine people gonna come to you, and in that instance, that's gonna be the universe removing them people out your fucking life. It's gonna be showing you how miserable it is, and then they gonna be removed out your life, and then what's for you gonna find its way to you. So don't worry about, don't try to control and nitpick everything. Just let shit flow, like, you know what I'm saying, and be you, stay true to who you are, figure out who yourself is, and it's okay to be open and vulnerable, you know what I'm saying?
For
like
sure.
That's all right. Man, so I know you got the program Men with a Purpose starting October 1st. Let the people know what else you got going on coming up and where they can follow you at on all social media platforms.
All right, I got also, like, with my new dealer's license, Push and Start Motors. Man, I got this thing to bro, I'm talking about it's gonna be big, right? So I get a lot of DMs, right? A lot of DM, Hustle, I need a job. Hustle, you got some type of work for me? Hustle, you hiring? Hustle, man, you can send me a few dollars. And it's like, bro, I be want to help everybody, but as much as I want to help them, I can't. Right? So, you know, just starting my new dealership and just like having the power to do certain things, I'm starting this thing to where, man, you can work from your house. Yeah, you can work for Push to Start from your house. We doing like, you stay at home, but you a salesman, right?
Okay.
So let's just say when I get a call, I post a car on my website, maybe my Instagram. You know somebody that's trying to buy a car. Okay, I'm talking about you could be driving. Oh, HustleMan just posted a nice car. Okay, my auntie was just talking about she need to buy a car. Auntie, go down there, HustleMan got a nice car. Let them know that I referred you. You did. I'm talking about it's nice. Let's just say your auntie come buy the car from me.
Right.
Oh, my Lanice told me about that. Okay, boom, I'm sending your Lanice her money.
Right.
Referral. I'm popping all. It
Right.
depends on how much the car sell for.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You at home, you ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Let's just say you so good to where you getting five people who need to buy cars. Go ahead, HustleMan got cars.
Right.
All they doing is mentioning your name.
Right.
And I'm sending you Zelle, Cash App, however you want your money. I'm popping you all.
Right.
You at home, you can make as much money you want.
Right.
I got the product. All you doing is referring.
Right.
So that's what I got going on for everyone that's at home, who a hustler, a grinder, who need the opportunity. Man, you can make real money. All you gotta do is set the deal up. Set it up.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, so I got that going on. I'm about to be doing a lot of stuff like with Men in Purpose. I got a lot of stuff planned for Men in Purpose. One of my activities I got, man, where we get all the men. That's the physical part. Where we get all the men, we going downtown. Cause I run every morning. I run, right? I go downtown in the morning and I jog the city. So one of my activities, I'm gonna do it with the men, man. We gonna run. We gonna jog. I'm talking about like 60 men signed up for my program already.
That's
So it's just imagine 60 men, right? Black, white, whatever race they are. Just imagine 60 men. We all together running down Canal like we just. That's attention. Like,
Right.
dang, who all that is? What group that is? You did?
Right.
We Men in Purpose. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? We moving as one. You
Right.
did? So I got a lot of stuff going on. But you can most definitely follow me on HustleMan LLC. Y'all already, that name ain't gonna never change. HustleMan LLC on Instagram. I got my website that I'm working on, Push and Start Motors. If you want to get with the referral, Push and Start Motors, you can holler at me on there. We're gonna have like this little selection where you email me and we're gonna set you up a salesman number. So when you refer people, all you gotta do is tell them, this is my salesman number. And when we get that number, that's what we gonna find out, how you want your money sent, and we send it through there. So yeah, that's what I got going on.
Man, that's love, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Commend you for all the stuff that you doing, bro.
Sure.
Keep being you, bro. Don't let nobody tear you down or change what you got going on, bro. You got bigger blessings
Man,
coming,
what?
I'm
It's saying to you with your platform, what you doing, dog. Like, and I'm gonna tell you how I know, you going somewhere, because you see something, right? You reached out to me, HustleMan, I need an interview, right? You see potential, like you spotting it before I'm not big right now, but I'm the way and how I'm rising. I'm talking about God about to put me up there, but you see something way before it even took off. So it's like just having that eye, knowing that, man, that's a good person to interview. That's gonna take you a long way, dog.
Right.
I'm talking, this video gonna be worth something.
Nah, for sure.
Hold on
For
to
sure.
it, dog. But for you to recognize and to see it, it's like with stock, bro. Like when you look at stock, you don't want to buy stock when it's popping.
Right.
You
Right.
want to buy it when nobody ain't really on it, but you see the potential.
Right.
Cause I won't buy it because I know what it's gonna do. I've been doing research. I see what HustleMan going. I see what he on, bro. I see that's a powerful dude, and he got a good message, and he got a good word. I know what he gonna do.
Right. Right.
And boom, let's just say God open up that door and my blessing come. You gonna be like, I told y'all.
Right. Right.
You heard me? And then that HustleMan, somebody I could call.
Not if, when.
Yeah, look up.
When.
Oh, Hustle, what's going on, man? I need you for another podcast. Boy, I don't care if I'm in New York. Boy, you somebody that saw my potential before I blew. All right, bro, look, I'll probably be busy this week, but listen, if you can make your way out here, I swear to God, we're going to do it. I'm going to lay it down right there and there.
Right.
That's just a blessing, you feel what I'm saying? I seeing something before it even hot and just genuinely approaching it and saying, you know what, man, I see what you're doing. I respect it. Come on, let's do it. And I can't forget people like you. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's real talk.
I appreciate you, dog,
For
for sure, bro. We on to come up together, bro. Meet
sure,
you at
man.
the top, dog.
Real
Meet
talk,
you at
tell
the
you,
top, for real, bro. Man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This was session
sure.
13 of the Hood Buddha podcast. See y'all next time. Peace and love.
Be gone.
Let's get back to this cheddar. Turn up in your hustle when your life gon' get much better. A real boss turn all his L's to a blessing. Life steady sending signs, but you never read the message.